Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm very excited to do this. Actually, I haven't done it in a while, like over a year, and today we're going to be trying some new Primark makeup. Like I said, I haven't done this in over a year because I wasn't here for over a year in in the UK. I was back in South Africa and we don't have Primark. There is Primark in some other countries, but yeah, definitely not where I've been. So here's the thing, I like testing new products. I love trying affordable makeup, which is obviously the point of my the point of my channel. However, Primark is such a mess. I don't know if I'm the only one who's noticed or experienced this, but it's kind of like Mr. Price is in South Africa and then how like Forever 21 was in the States. Like, it's just a mess. Like, it seems like no one's restocking the shelves, no one's taking care of the shelves, things are open, swatched. Like, I just find it so frustrating. So I'm not sure if I will do another video like this because I just get so annoyed. Like, there was no bronzer, I didn't have a powder, and it was just really difficult. There's little kids everywhere, obviously, but at least assign someone to like tidy up the shelf, because I went early in the morning and it was just a mess. And yeah, it's not my first experience like this. But anyway, with that being said, let's jump straight in. I've already done my brows off camera, so I did get a brow pencil from Primark, and it is the Brow Sketch brow pencil in brown. I don't know if you can notice, but it is looking pretty orange, and my brows always take either too long or just too boring for videos. I just thought I would let you know. It is pulling very orange. It's not as pigmented as I like, and even though it has a fairly fine tip, it just isn't precise enough for what I like to do to my brows. I think it was £1. If you're really in a pinch, go out and get it, but it's not my favorite and I wouldn't personally recommend. Moving into primer, this was a very exciting one. I've been dying to try this. I've seen it all over TikTok, and it is the PS Prep and Perfect Vitamin Enriched Moisturizing Primers. As we all know, this is a Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Primer, moisturizing primer. So that is a dupe for it. I never tried the Bobbi Brown, but I'm excited to try this. It smells like old makeup. Not old makeup, but you know what I mean, like makeup back in the day. So I'm gonna put this all over the face. Yeah, I can't place the smell, but it does smell like skincare or like old lady. This is with oat oil and shea butter to help support the skin's moisture barrier. Contains vitamin E, vitamin C, and niacinamide. Moisturizing primer is just basically a moisturizer, and it's just to boost the hydration. Again, I think I've said this in a few videos now, I have started on my retinol journey, so my skin is super dry and it's not peeling as such, but I can feel the purge happening. I've like a couple of breakouts on my cheeks, couple on my chin, couple on my forehead, which are like my usual breakout areas anyway. I'm hoping that the retinol does something, but I've been using it for about 4 or 5 weeks, so I'm currently using it every night now, and my skin's kind of reacting pretty well to it, with the exception of obviously more redness. But the research that I've done has said that you can expect results in like 4 to 6 weeks, so I'm hoping that I see results. That feels really nice on the face, nothing wrong with it. It feels just like a moisturizer, and I think if you have very dry skin, this will be great for your makeup application. Can recommend. I think this was £4.50, so not expensive at all. The packaging is not very travel friendly though, but we'll see what we could do. So yeah, it's 45 mils, which is quite a bit, but it is in like a glass package, so very difficult to travel with if you ask me. So I did get a second primer, but it's more like an illuminating primer, and it is a dupe for the collection filter finish that they have, or the Elf Holy filter finish, and then the Charlotte Hollywood filter. Yeah, I sound like a robot and I'm just spitting out words, but this is PS My Perfect Color Flawless Glow Radiant Glow Primer Foundation Hybrid. So you can use this either as a foundation or like a light coverage product, or you can use it as a primer under the makeup, which we are going to do. I don't know if this is sunken in enough. I'm hoping it is. I can still feel it on the skin. It hasn't like fully absorbed. Before we go and do that, I just want to talk about something else. But this is, I got a like little makeup sponge. It is dense as fuck, like hard. Like you could probably punch yourself out with this. But it is the I Heart Revolution watermelon sponge. My partner threw this in the basket when he saw it. And I didn't know that they sold I Heart Revolution in Primark now. But they are, just so you know. And it was £2, which is not that cheap actually for something this hard. We're gonna be using that. Let's try this. I'm assuming it has a wand because all of these type of products do. Yep, that's what it looks like. The shade I got is Sun Beige. Just gonna put this all over the face as well. Usually I'd put it on like the high points, but fuck it, let's just go all in. My skin is so red. This I think I'm just gonna apply with my hands as well, since it's like more of like a primer product. The primer underneath actually is making it really nice to spread it. It's kind of got a slight tap. It doesn't feel too like slick and slippy. So if you were gonna use this as a foundation product, it gives little to no coverage. I don't know if you can see because of the reflection of my lights, but I could still see all my redness through. It hasn't done much to cover anything up, but if you just did one like a very light coverage and a glow just to like go to the supermarket or whatever, I think that's okay. So would I recommend, I mean, if you're in the market for something like this, this is £6, which is I think the same price as the collection filter finish, and I think I prefer the collection one. I'm not entirely sure right now. However, this doesn't have any real glitter particles in it, which actually looks really nice. Let's move on to foundation. So I got a foundation. I know this is meant to be a dupe for something, but I don't know what. This is the PS My Perfect Color Illuminating Foundation. This is luminous finish with wild pansy and rose extract with SPF 20. No idea what those extracts are, but I'm excited to find out. So I got mine in the shade Toasty 12. How do we get this off? This was also £6. So let's try and open this thing. It was pull. I was turning it. So it does have a pump. Nice. I really like this packaging, and it is also in a glass frosty bottle. I'm just going to pump some out of my hand. The last time I tried a foundation from Primark, I really liked it. So that is it. It does look slightly too deep for my skin tone right now, but I'm sure we can make it work. It's quite thick. Yeah, I think it's a bit dark. But let's go ahead and apply this. I usually just spread it on my face like this. It's a bit risky doing like 2 new primers and a new foundation. So if anything goes wrong, I'm not going to be exactly sure what it could be, but we'll work with the process of elimination if that does happen. It kind of smells like licorice, but I'm going to go ahead and use this dense sponge. And it's massive as well. I actually finished my foundation, the last foundation I bought from Primark, and was with the concealer. I really did like them. I just wonder about the efficacy because it is quite affordable as well, and they always steal like packaging and ideas. I know it's called duping, but honestly it's stealing. But that's going on really nicely. Sponge horrible, like my arm is even hurting like trying to pounce this in and without punching myself in the face. Coverage is light to medium, I'd say, because I can still see my veins through here, which is normally an indication of coverage for me because I do have very prominent green veins up there. So I really like the coverage. I like the feel on the face. It feels very, very lightweight. The smell is a bit overpowering, like that like licorice type of scent, but I really like the finish and I think that looks gorgeous. We will obviously be powdering it, so it won't be like this glowy the whole time, but definitely hoping that the glow will show through once we've powdered it. But yeah, I like that. Like I said, I've tried their foundations before and I really liked it. So yeah, this is my first experience with Primark foundation products and I actually really like them, so would recommend. It's really nice actually. So I'm gonna jump off camera and just quickly powder my face and add some bronzer because I couldn't find powder or bronzer because like I said, it was a mess. So I'm gonna do that and then we'll come back and move on. Just as I was about to powder my face, I realized we haven't put concealer on. I don't know where my mind was. I did get a concealer and this is obviously a dupe for the Maybelline Age Rewind. This is the Illuminate Under Eye Concealer, lightweight and buildable in the shade Sand. Can't believe I forgot that. And honestly, I have my powder right here. I have my puff right here. I was about to start powdering and thank goodness I didn't. So this is a twist up. It's taking forever. Okay, it's kind of coming out now. Don't know if you can see that. Never used a product like this to be fair, so I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this. The color looks pretty good. Did I add too much? That is the question. I think I'm just gonna grab this big fat sponge again and try and blend this out. Anything lightweight and buildable and hydrating under my eyes is really good, and I think that looks really nice. Not a massive amount of coverage, it's like light to medium coverage, which is perfect for me. I don't like anything too heavy and full coverage under my eyes because it just kind of drags it down and emphasizes all my imperfections. Oh, I really like that. Actually, look, while I was twisting how it's pushed it down. That's how much product I pushed up? I'm not sure. But would I recommend? Yes. I think it's really nice for $3.50. I think it's pretty good in my opinion, and that shade matched me perfectly. Anyway, let me jump off camera and set my face. Next we have blush, and this is the same blush that I had before but different packaging, and it is just a high pigment blusher in the shade True Peach. It was $1.50, so really affordable. Sorry, I just drank something and like my mouth is now salivating. Yeah, that's all that it says. I do like the new packaging. It was in black packaging before, but this looks a little bit better, but it still feels super flimsy and cheap. I'm just gonna pick some of that up and let's pop that on the cheeks. Oh, that's such a pretty color. I love a peach blush. This does look like it has a shimmer through it as well, but I don't mind that because I don't really wear much highlight. I don't know if it's picking up on camera as well as it is in real life, but I always like their blushes as well. If you like someone like me who likes to match their blush to the outfit or their eyeshadow, then you could buy a few of these and have like multiple colors. I think this is like one of two that I could find. I think that looks so cute. Really like that. Would recommend. Next, let's move on to the lips. And for some reason I bought like a plum colored lip liner and a nude lipstick, so I'm not going to use this one today. I'm just going to use my trusty old Barry M in chocolate. Let's go ahead and try this lipstick. So this is, it just says matte. I did have a thing on it, but I took all the plastic off before. It just says lipstick, and then the shade is called Sunkissed. Nice little nude, and I'm just going to fill the lips with this. It smells really nice. Quite stiff, I guess, because it's been sitting in my drawer for a while and it is pretty cold. That looks really good. Perfect little nude. I like doing like a darker liner and like a lighter inner, like kind of 90s, but I like that. It smells really good as well. It's not like completely dry matte. It is still movable, but I think it will last. I really like that. Wow. Okay, moving on to eyes. Yeah, I think we just have two more products. Eyeshadow and then what is this called? Mascara. Got this little palette. It was again one of two that I saw there. This is £3.50 and it is called Doll Face, and it is just like a smoky little palette. And I think I want to do a little smoky eye. Nothing little about it, but yeah, I think we'll do a smoky eye today. So I did just prime my lids with the concealer that we used, so we'll go straight in. Grabbing a really fluffy brush, I'm going to dip into this shade up here. I don't think it has shade names. No. So I'm going to dip into this light brown in the corner over here, and I'm just going to put that through the crease and the upper crease. I think I've only tried one other eyeshadow from Primark and I didn't like it very much, so I never really tried it again. It is pigmented, it's doing what it's meant to do. Next, just taking a slightly less fluffy brush, but still fluffy enough, I'm going to dip into this middle shade over here. That's like a mid-tone brown. And this I'm just going to put in my true crease. But I'm going to go back to that first brush and I'm just going to go over the edges. Then here's a smoky bit, I guess. I'm going to dip into the black over here. And I'm using like I don't know if you can see it there, but it's like a flat blending brush. I don't know how to describe it, but this is my absolute favorite brush. I got it from like, I think it's called Royal Cosmetics, and I got it from like a little outlet store that sold like Model's Own and stuff like that. So this I'm just going to pat the black on to the actual lid. I'm sure everybody knows how to do a smoky eye. Next, I'm just going to take that brush, where is it? Brush we had that mid-tone brown on, and I'm going to start blending these edges. I'm noticing that the black is starting to fade, like it's not like a true black, it's more like a grey color. But I'm just going to keep adding some black on until I get like the intensity that I want. It's actually looking really nice. It's very subtle. It's not too black. Something like that. I think it looks really pretty, but we're gonna amp it up a little bit and add a shimmer. That's what they look like. I think I might use this one right at the end, which is like kind of the lightest one. It's like more of a taupey tone. And I think I'm just going to use a brush for that. Okay, it's picking up all right on the brush. I'm going to spray that with some setting spray. And then I'm just going to pop that on the lid. Oh, I think that's looking very nice. This is probably the best palette I've tried from Primark, so I would recommend if you want something for this purpose, like a more smoky type of look, definitely recommend it. It won't break the bank at $3.50. And lastly, let's go ahead and use this mascara because I really need it. My eyelashes have basically disappeared after doing a smoky eye, so I'm just going to break the packaging. This kind of looks like the Benefit Roller Lash. This is longer looking and defined lashes without clumping. 91% said it gave them a dramatic length and volume. Slim and flexible rubber brush helps to lift and coat each lash. This was also $3.50 on the higher end of their mascaras, so let's go ahead and try this out. It's called Wonder Lash. Did I say that? Ooh, really nice wand. Very, very nice. So let's go ahead and try this out. I haven't tried any good mascaras from them. Okay, already it's gone clumpy, so they lied. Super clumpy actually. I don't know if you can see it because I have such a dramatic eyeshadow on, but it's very clumpy. Yeah, I think it is really clumpy, but it's not the worst mascara I've ever tried. It's kind of reminding me of the Smashbox Super Fan. I think that's what it's called. That used to be my favorite foundation. My favorite mascara, so yeah, it's kind of reminding me like of that. So we'll see if it smudges or flakes, and I'll let you guys know down in the description, but so far I think it's all right. So I'm just gonna quickly take down my hair. I definitely need a little bit more blush, and then I will give you my final thoughts. Okay, so this is the finished look. I really like the eyes. I don't know why. I just love a good smoky eye. I feel like I should have paired it with like a red lip, but anyway, this is what we have right now. In conclusion, is it bad that I liked everything? I wouldn't recommend the sponge. Honestly, you can buy something better for the same cost on like Amazon. This is very hard and the shape is just not practical enough. Foundation products I really, really loved. So the, what is this called? Vitamin Enriched Moisturizing Primer is really great. It feels very moisturizing, especially if you have really dry skin or you're in a drier climate. I think it's great. I really did like the concealer. I think my under eyes still look really good, so would recommend. Then we have the two base products. I don't know if you necessarily need this. It just depends on your needs and your specific wants in makeup, but you could skip out on this and just get the foundation because it has good coverage and that same like luminous effect. So if I had to pick between these two, I would say get the foundation. I really like the eyeshadow palette. It's not hugely versatile, but there's blues in there, there's browns in there, so you can do like an everyday look, you can do an all matte look, you can do shimmers. The mascara, like I said, I'm still not fully sold on. It's not the worst mascara I've ever tried. It's not the clumpiest mascara I've ever tried, but we'll see how it wears and I will let you guys know. The blush, so cute, love it. An affordable blush that is pigmented, can't go wrong, so love that. Skip the eyebrows. I don't think that was worth it at all, but I think that's everything. Oh, the lipstick, really liked. I want to get a couple more shades because it's, yeah, it feels really nice on the lips and it's still not like a dry matte. But yeah, that's it from me, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Let me know if you've tried any of these products or if you have any favorites. But yeah, that's it from me. I'll see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.